They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Parks. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And it's fielded at the 34. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over. This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Off the play fake. Parks.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
And some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Throwing is Hurts. On Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
First throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Hurts. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Touchdown!
Kyle Pitts, his sixth touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Suckham. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Parks. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
And they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
18 big yards on that one on a Charger first.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Elijah Moore
from 21 yards away.
And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Extra point put through by Suckham, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 4th down on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The Chargers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home.
And a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. We'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Touchdown!
Xander hove off from a yard out. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Parks.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw on 3rd down. Parks. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Hands it off out of the gun.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Hurts.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job.
Williams loses the football. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the 3rd quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it is 28-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Throwing to start the drive. Parks. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes this 35-0 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Here's Hurts. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams from 17 yards out. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point put through by Succop, and it is 42-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On first down, Parks. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
This one completes Alec Pierce.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Caught by Woods. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
To pick up the first on third. Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. On the draw, it's Hall.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense, now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
2nd down, here's Hurts. This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got room.
69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they look to make amends on 2nd and 14. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try now for Suckup. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the...
And now here is another interception.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So now to